There is so much information online about how to take care of plants, how to get really good at it, especially if you're a beginner. But I don't really see anyone ever talking about the one thing that has truly helped me create a beautiful, thriving jungle in my home. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Britt, also known as Botanically Bee, and on this channel we talk about all things plants, home, and lifestyle. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos. So let's just dive right into this. The one thing that I feel has helped me and propelled me in my plant parenthood journey is having intuition. Now, intuition is that feeling, that thing, that voice, that inner self that is guiding you through life, through decision making. And the same thing holds true with plant parenting. I feel that being very in tune with my plants allows me to better care for them, to understand their needs, and just to do the things that are going to help them thrive. Now, of course, it didn't start out that way. Of course, I have unalived plants. I have struggled and still do. I'm not saying by any means that I don't still have challenges. It's just I have a different set of challenges and I have a toolbox of skill sets and experience that allows me to better approach the problems that I'm going to face inevitably, like pests or yellowing leaves or sad plants or even dying plants. So it's not to say that intuition is fail-proof, but intuition can really help guide you when it comes to taking care of your plants and take you from struggling with understanding what's going on to knowing exactly what is going on and being able to act on it accordingly. So I want to give you some of my top tips of building your intuition when it comes to plant parenting that I think are going to help you become a great plant parent. So the first thing that I would tell someone when they want to get more in tune with their plants or just take a more intuitive approach when it comes to plant parenting is one, paying attention to your plants. Now, I know that sounds like a duh or, just like very simple concept, but truly what people don't see outside of what I post in my content is that one, I'm here 99% of the time, but two, I really make it an intentional thing to be very present with my plants. So I will sit in silence every day, whether it be in the plant studio, in my living room, or in the kitchen, and just observe. I'm not just talking about observing if they need to be watered or not, but I'm looking at their leaves, I'm looking at their stems, I'm looking at everything, because I can tell when my plants are happy and thriving or if something is going on with them to where they need some attention. I can tell when there's probably a pest issue or maybe their soil is not drying out enough. I can just tell these things right off the bat because I have observed them enough to know when they're at their healthiest and then when something is going on. And especially take note of a plant when they're at their healthiest because that's going to give you a great baseline. The second thing that I would tell someone when they want to become more in tune with their plants is letting the plants tell you what you need. Because a plant knows exactly what to do. We are just here to help support them. They have it in their DNA to know how to grow, to know how to thrive and be resilient and adaptable in our homes. I know it's a challenging thing because most times as plant parents, when we see something going on with our plants, we want to go into fight or flight mode and try all of the things that we research on the internet as to how to fix the problem. The plant is already clearly stressed when we're trying to figure out what's going on, and doing too much can really just make it worse. Just a thought to kind of ease the nerves of when something is going on. We cannot kill our plants instantly. It's usually something happening over time. So you kind of do have time to figure out what is going on, and plants are super resilient, and never forget that because they can bounce back more than likely. So I always tell people that if a plant is telling you that it needs something, so for the example of the overwatering thing, you have it in a soil that's too dense and retaining too much moisture. Try changing out the soil, inspecting the roots and making sure there's no root rot, putting it in a different substrate or maybe adding some chunkiness to the soil to kind of give some aeration and some oxygen to the roots, and then let it be for a week or 2 weeks and see how it responds to that. When you're looking at all this information, yes, it could be a number of those things or one of those things, but it's really all process of elimination and figuring out which one of those things it is, and not overdoing it all in the same day or all in the same week, expecting an instant result or change in your plants. Now, the next thing I would tell someone if they want to be more in tune with their plants is choosing plants that align with your skill set and with your lifestyle. I see too many times with beginner plant parents that are buying plants that are way out of their skill set. And it's not to say that you can't take care of certain plants or can't make them thrive as a beginner plant parent, but typically as a beginner, there are a lot of skill sets that we have to build up because plant parenting truly is a skill set. When people are categorized as having green thumbs, though there is some natural skills that we have as plant parents, I think a lot of it is learned skills and experiences and just going through different things that are helping you to not make the same mistakes or just be better at the mistakes that you have made. Choosing plants that align with the skill level that you're at and your lifestyle even is going to help build confidence. And I think confidence is in direct correlation, if not the same thing as intuition. It's trusting yourself to know exactly what to do with your plants and having the confidence to make those decisions when it comes to your plants. And when you're seeing the results of that confidence or of the skill sets that you have built, you see growing plants, you see new leaves, you see bigger leaves, you see more variegation, you see less browning, less yellowing. You're starting to feel like, wow, I'm getting the hang of this. And that confidence is going to help you at every level of plant parenting. Because if I think back to me as a beginner, I would not be able to do what I'm doing now as a beginner at all. Like I said earlier in the video, I definitely unalived a lot of plants to get here. But with each plant that I didn't do well with in my journey, I was very intentional about taking notes and saying, what was the lesson from taking care of this plant? What can I apply for the next time that I do decide to try again with this plant? Or if I don't try again with this plant, what can I apply to just overall plant parenting? It's not about luck. It's not about having the perfect environment. It's really skill sets. If you're a beginner, you might want to look into some easy beginner-friendly plants. Easy beginner-friendly plants just mean that they are resilient or they bounce back fairly quickly from whatever you're going to put them through. Like pothos and snake plants and spider plants, philodendrons, even monsteras. These are going to help you build your skill sets over time because you're going to be able to take care of them and you're going to have confidence in seeing the amazing results that you're going to have from growing them. Then you'll get into the next tier of plants. Maybe some of them that have been on your wish list for a while. These typically cost a little bit more. They require a little bit more attention and you're not going to want to mess it up because you've probably spent a little bit more money on them. But you'll take all of your skills that you learned at the beginning with those beginner-friendly plants and apply them to the next set of plants that you're looking to get. So let me know, are you an intuitive plant parent? If you are, drop some tips in the comments of what has helped you become more in tune with your plants so you can help the next person. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos that I'll be posting on my channel. And I'll see you in the next video.